She multiplied instead. Yes, she did the opposite and multiplied instead. And today, she's happy and smiling again. You know, sometimes I sit back and think about it and wonder how loud that they must shout for help and cry until their voices are heard. I know something needs to be done to help end this non-stoppable continuity. Let us put an end to these perennial acts of cruelty. If I cannot do much, at least I believe writing about it is doing something. Because even the victim did something too. She multiplied instead. While the act was meant to tarnish her, pull her down and destroy her self-confidence. But she multiplied instead. Clearly, these monsters do not see anything wrong about it. They continue doing it with understanding that they are doing something wrong. Their conscience is dead that it cannot remind them that they are doing something wrong. They are inexorable and nothing seems to be able to stop them. The exaltation and the happiness of their act is evident and visible, even in the court of laws. When they are being charged for their wrongdoings, they smile without showing any remorse and continue to make threats. I do wonder at times, what have we done wrong to the heavens for them to be so ignorant? What is it that women and young girls did that today are being punished for? Because men sexually abuse and kill women brutally without even thinking twice, and continue with their lives as if nothing happened. These monsters count their number of their victims as if they are counting the total success of their great achievements in life. They continue harming, hurting, and even after the world is condemning and judging these monstrous acts. Growing up as a boy, I used to think that men are the same. But clearly I was wrong, men are not the same. I now see that men are different by how they act, style of living, and choices of life. They are men, fathers and brothers, and they are monsters, abusers and murderers. Men defend, produce, protect, and provide. Monsters attack, disrespect, destroys, and diminishes. I wonder what is the reason of these condemned acts of cruelty. I wonder what motivates this charged behavior. Could it be the fact that these monsters are physically strong and women and children cannot fight back? If then that's the case, shame on you, monster. You use your physical strength as your advantage to conduct these monstrous acts of cruelty. I am sad because you seem to be doing as you please, monster. Because even the laws are failing to come with a permanent solution to stop these notorious acts of imprudence. If there's anything that I know I'm grateful for, I am grateful of time. Because I believe if time doesn't heal the victims, at least it alleviates the pain and makes the heavy load of agony bearable as life continues. I am grateful of tears that God gave women to use whenever needed. Because I believe tears are their last hope for comfort whenever memories come back to visit. Allow me to take chance to give strength to all good men who today feel less of men because they have failed to protect when it was time to do so. I know it is very difficult and painful as a man to have your loved one abused and killed and couldn't do anything to protect them. Please find it in your hearts to forgive yourselves too. Because you are never going to be in two different places at the same time. We are not going to fight back and risk your whole family being killed. And besides, these cowards always come armed and in numbers. I am hurt because the pleading for peace and non-violence against women seems to be ignored by these monsters. They still harm, attack, sexually abuse, and even kill women and children. What do we do when things are like this? Monsters never stop. Instead, they continue harming and killing. I am hopeful because bad days and bad times do come and end. Hopefully one day we will enjoy and welcome the end of their time. With all the pain, hurt and bruises of abuse having to happen to her, she multiplied instead. She is indeed a true definition of a strong character. She multiplied into more living than just existing. She multiplied into being more stronger than she ever was before. She multiplied in being more beautiful and attractive. She multiplied into being wiser and responsible enough to understand that in the word man, there are monsters too. She continues to multiply even when she's dead, because her death is still preaching, alarming, screaming, and sending a message to our young, still living, beautiful, and innocent girls. A message that she died in the hands of a monster that she thought and believed was a man. The very sad and very unfortunate truth about this is that you cannot really differentiate a monster to a man. Monsters look a lot more like men, because you first see a man before you see a monster. And by the time you realize you've just seen a monster in man, it's when it's too late. Before you see a monster in your father, you first saw a loving father and a protective father. Yes, it's true, because some fathers do become monsters to their own children. Before you see a monster in your boyfriend or husband, you first saw a man that is capable of giving love and protection. Shame on you, monster. You thought you have tarnished and dragged her dignity. Little did you know that she multiplied instead. She found a man who loved and accepted her as she is. She found happiness and joy in the comfortable hands of the Lord Jesus. And she is happy and smiling again. She took the pain you have given into her and she changed it into knowledge, because she now knows of the existence of monsters like you. We are pleading to the leaders and our lawmakers to please send a message to these monsters, a message that they will hear and catch their attention and never respond to it. Because the arrest and sentencing that you have been making, they respond to them by doing yet another similar crime. When you make an arrest, you read their rights to them. Before they get to stand in front of the judge, you give someone to defend them. Strange enough, because when he was caught harming and killing, he threatened and scared away everyone who was trying to come close and defend the deceased. Yes, we are still devastated and hurt about her departure. However, we are happy that through her painful departure, she left a lesson that women only need to see the signs, and that must be enough for them to live. Well, even that is a lot to ask women, because why killing?